Well, hi there. I didn't see you come in. It's probably because it's been a very long time since anybody has been in here. If I were to guess, and this is a rough estimate, it's been about 5 months. Yeah, 5 months is a pretty long time to not see another human being. I have no idea why I'm putting the spitting in there, but I want it. I want the spit. Would it be so bad for a chronic introvert to not see another human being for that length of time? No, it's actually a dream. But you know what they say about dreams? They're always running around the place, making a bunch of noise, and when you go to grab them, much like a bunny that you bought so that you would have something to love, or more like you would have something to love you, it just runs away.
Running for his life, cause he's known oh so much trauma, and not daily treats and free roaming and cuddles in a warm home. No, he's running from the trauma.
And that's the perfect segue to this week's project. You know when you're trying to figure out what to do with your life, so you're busy making something that can give you reprieve? In this case, I'm trying to make a boyfriend after watching the latest Frankenstein film. God, he's gorgeous. God, he's beautiful. But he can be better. He can always be better. He can love me. And he can f***ing say it back. So what are we making this week? Well, let me tell you, a skirt, a corset, the sleeves. I'm also going to be doing my very best to recreate the gorgeous Tiffany & Co. beetle crucifix necklace. I can't talk. Been a while. And as you can see, I'm also going to be creating the creature's jacket, or at least in this case, his shawl.
As you can see, he's halfway done, so we'll get back to him later. Put your hand down, we're not currently taking any questions.
For the base of this dress, I'm going to be reusing the Bride of Frankenstein dress that I actually made last year. This is not going to be an exact recreation of Kate Hawley's design. I'm actually going to be Frankensteining the original medical gown and Elizabeth's wedding dress. I cannot afford even sleeves worth of Japanese silk organza, so we're gonna be using whatever the hell this is that I bought. It's just not the same level of water vapor. See, it falls slowly, but it's not the same. But I'm also gonna see if I can dye it. So we'll see how that goes.
As I said, this is not going to be an exact recreation of Kate Hawley's design, but I am still going to be referencing it as often as possible for inspiration. If you've watched any of my other videos, you have a decent idea of how I make my corsets. For this corset, I wanted to add the gauze fabric on the outside, but I didn't want to hand sew anything, so I cut out a top and bottom layer, then placed the gauze fabric in between the two. If you've ever made a collar with a ribbon, it's the same exact method. That's actually where I got the idea. I also forgot to add the boning earlier, which made me come up with a last-minute boning method that I am really friggin' pleased with. Stay tuned for that in about 20 seconds or so. There it is! There's the technique. It's, you leave a couple holes open and you shove the boning in, you move the gauze to the side and you stitch across. I don't know how else to explain how I did that. And that's all I got up to during day one for the corset. Later that evening, I prepped out some dye tests with coffee and black tea. I found that a combination of coffee and black tea gave me the look that I wanted for the organza. So we stirred up a big old pot of homemade bog juice and shoved her down for the night. The next morning, we dived right into it. Creating ribbon from scratch always drives me f***ing crazy. This takes forever. It was so crazy, in fact, I think we need a quick therapy bunny break.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, she's schlooping. I'm sorry, did I disturb you? Hi. Bye.
Okay, fine. Back to the crafting. Dang it.
Alright, so I'm gonna see if this fabric, and I can already tell from holding it up, it actually freaking worked. Oh my god. The fabric that I was working with last night, before I dyed it, was like starch white. It was this white. Oh! Oh my god, that's so good, dude. Coffee and a little bit of black tea. Cool. Ooh! Oh, that was a smooth. Oh! I guess that's why they use these for veils. Nice. Cool. Okay.
Since I want the skirt to have the same carry me ability as the dress in Frankenstein, I unfortunately had to cut off most of the hoop skirt that I had stitched all the fabric to, although the results did make my brain stir.
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. Other mother hat, and I make it so it just fits on as a circle, and then I do the posies. I'm a spider.
Now we have our first try on. I've got to say, this 3-panel corset design really makes for a well-fitted piece. I am definitely making another one like this in the future. It's so flattering.
I think I want to put the corset in the coffee bath. The thing is, I've never dyed that fabric, so let's do a test strand. You're a genius.
So we did. And it worked! A coffee-fueled piece of fashion.
Oh,
We're gonna work on the skirt today.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
I actually already started her a little bit, so as you can see, I attempted to drape her a little bit. I already stitched it to the waist because it's a cheap hoop skirt, so I'm just gonna cut off the hoop skirt. I'm still burnt out for Halloween, so I ordered a bunch of tulle skirts and I'm just gonna sew them together and hopefully that makes it floofy. So we actually have a lot of creative freedom when it comes to the skirt. It's really nothing too fancy. They kind of wanted to keep all the details up here, I imagine, seeing as all the details are up here. So I'm gonna be taking 3 tulle skirts that I bought and be cutting them up, making it as fluffy as possible. And then we're just gonna be draping a bunch of the gauze table runners and seeing how we like it. Power tools going on out there. So I've got all of these sections here. Instead of hand sewing every single section, because there's like 10 or 12, I'm going to sew them all down the sides together to make a very long rectangle. It's definitely more textured than Kate Hawley's design, but I think it'll be cute. I burned part of the skirt, so I just added even more texture to it because I thought it would be kind of cool to add elements from the original film into it. So this is kind of like if she survived the fire.
2,000 years later.
Okay, that took a hot minute. I feel like a princess. I'll definitely have to swoosh her out for photos because you can see there's a lot of fabric that kind of just gets lost. But ooh, this is the poofiest thing I've ever made. Yeah, way better than a hoop skirt. It's very fluffy. Oh, she's luscious. Oh, she's glorious. Good morning. It is day whatever the heck I put on the title card because let's face it, I don't really get these projects done in 3 days. I guess cumulative is 3 days. A little editing secret. You throw on the same clothes you wore the previous day when you could only work for 2 hours into the next day when you can only work 4 hours until technically you worked for a day. So we're not going to be getting to the sleeves just yet. I ordered the wrong fabric, and though you probably cannot tell, I can tell. And in person, I feel like you can frickin' tell that this is not the same color. Like if I'm holding it right here, you're like, no, it's the same color, Justine. And you're an insane person, it's the same color. I need you to believe me. It's just not. This is more flesh than the beige. Today I'm going to be getting a head start on the necklace to the crafting station, which is actually over there. It's over there. We're going over here.
I cannot begin to describe how frustrating it was to create this necklace. It was so frustrating, in fact, I'm not even going to go into detail about how I made it in this video. That's right, I may create a longer behind the scenes look just at the necklace itself. Who knows? I might even make a whole YouTube video dedicated to the crafting of the necklace, and perhaps another Frankenstein necklace. Please don't f my shoe or pee on the dress, Bernard. Please don't pee on the dress, Bernard. Bernard, no, stop. Damn it, don't do it, mother. I'd be thinking, oh, Justine, you're so hard on yourself. The necklace you're making out of that crafty moldy stuff was made by Tiffany & Co. and was not actually made from clay. And to that I say, are you trying to get into a fight with me right now? It feels like you're trying to get into a fight with me. I'm just saying, the words coming out of your mouth feel like fighting words, which makes me feel like you're trying to get into a fight. So anyway, keep in mind that you should not use polymer clay when you do this, or at least not during your first time making this sort of a necklace. If you want any advice from someone who is a professional and far better at working with polymer clay than I will ever be, go check out Chelsea's work on Instagram. If you've been anywhere near Instagram or Pinterest and you enjoyed the Frankenstein film, your FYP has likely thrown her work your way. The behind the scenes pictures and videos she posted has helped me a ton. She's also really freaking nice, so please go give her a follow. Now back to my failures. When I tell you I struggled through this part of the project, I definitely want to try to make it again one day, but only if I have some of that silver clay, or I learn how to make jewelry with something like lost wax. That's a whole to do though, so for now, you get to watch me lose my mind over this polymer resin clay monstrosity. My God, why? How did I do it? I've dropped like 5 things today. I'm done making the necklace. I'm not finished, but I'm done. The necklace. I'm just gonna persevere. We're gonna persevere. I can't keep the curse words in. I can't keep anything in. I think it looks like it's just lumpy bumpy. I'm saying it today, and I'm just gonna finish it so I can get onto the sleeves because this is taking way too long because perfectionist Justine wanted to just channel her inner Victor Frankenstein with this one, and I'm ready to abandon my creation in a burning castle. So let's carry on. Let's do this thing. To help calm me, I popped on some Bo Burnham, used the resin dye I completely forgot about during the sculpting process, and got to beating the necklace, which did not take long at all. So that was really nice. Spit some bunny hair out of my mouth, and was overall satisfied with the end of that part of the project.
Oh. God, she's an expert seamstress.
So with that, I finished the final touches on the necklace. What I didn't know was that my self-inflicted torture had only just begun. The sleeves were calling to me, and I didn't like a single thing they had to say. The first mock-up was too big, the second too small. The third seemed like it would work, and then it didn't. I have never worked with sleeves like this and realized I didn't make enough straps to really replicate what Kate Hawley had going on in her design. But we were already in it, and I couldn't be bothered to make more. You see what I'm doing right here? Yeah, I have to do it twice. And I don't mean twice as in 2 sleeves. I mean I tore this all up and had to repeat the entire process again.
The sleeves were a bit of a disaster,
She said calmly while holding a therapy bunny.
Bit of a disaster.
and by a bit of a disaster, I mean I'm gonna make a new draft. We're gonna make it smaller because I'm an idiot.
I did all of that off camera to save you, yes you, my beautiful viewer, from seeing my crash out. You're welcome.
Okay, taking her apart just to test the sleeves is definitely a bit. I am going to be shooketh if this actually works. Here we have it. Okay. I say okay and I'm still adjusting. Oh, that came undone. I don't think it's the best ever, but I'm not spending more time on these. I'm also not gonna redo them. That would be kind of cool if I brought it up over, but don't do that, Justine. We're moving on. We've made progress. I am so hot I don't understand how putting this on made me hot.
I would say my very favorite part of the entire dress was the most simplistic thing, the outer sleeves. You know the ones. It's the reason I believe people want to recreate Elizabeth's gown, and a huge reason we fell in love with the design. Though I couldn't afford the same exact fabric Kate Hawley used in the film, I still think my sleeves ended up looking very pretty and gave off that ethereal bride vibe. I also wanted to take a moment to thank Marty of Marty Costumes on Instagram. She has been posting every bit of her process with Elizabeth's dress and kindly answered all my questions. It was so nice to be able to talk to someone working on the same costume. Safe to say, her dress is 100% movie accurate and one of the most impressive cosplays I've ever seen. Now that we are done with Elizabeth's cosplay, we can move on to Adam. Unfortunately, Jacob Elordi is ignoring all of my phone calls, but I did manage to get a hold of another Jacob. So I bundled him up in one of my signature Huggies and got to work on some foam clay prosthetics. I promise I will try to learn how to make silicone prosthetics this year. I cannot say those words together, but we'll carry on. For this being my very first time making a prosthetic, I think they turned out fine. My friend Jason happened to visit the same day I filmed the reveal and pretty much saved my overwhelmed ass in the makeup department. So when you see the final product of Jacob's makeup, you can thank Jason. We can all thank Jason. Anyway, now that's out of the way, we can work on the very last portion of this project, Adam's icy jacket.
Welcome to the final day. I couldn't figure out where to look. There are two screens. I'm still bad at this somehow. I realized that his hood actually extends into sleeves, so I'm going to be adding a ton more fur. This is what we're going for. Obviously not in 100% accuracy. If I were to do that, I would spend an entire YouTube video just on his jacket and his outfit alone. But I think I'm going to just go for the silhouette as usual. Let's finish this up because as soon as we're done with him, it's on to the reveal. There's nothing else. It feels so weird when that happens. It feels so weird when I'm It feels so weird when I'm at the end of a project. Okay, let's do it.
I have to say, I was really impressed and pleased with what I did here. I know, you're as surprised as I am. To help the hood keep its shape, I made sure to secure the edges with some thick wire. It's the same kind of wire that you actually use for wig making. I didn't think it would come together so well. I didn't have any brown spray paint on hand. This is not brown, it is ginger, so that's a no for this project. But I did have black. So after spray painting the faux fur, I whipped out the fake snow I bought, which worked really friggin' well with the tacky glue and Mod Podge. So after all of that, goblins, we are finally ready for the reveal. Doing a little happy dance about it. Yeah.
she be done. Don't mind the screen in the corner. Belle and I were watching Heated Rivalry while we crafted. So Red's Harvest left me completely burnt out, which is another reason why I haven't been doing any YouTube videos or coming out with as much content as I used to, although I'm still trying. And by completely burnt out, I mean November 1st, I was working on the Frankenstein dress. I was getting the itch. I also really want to run errands while wearing Adam's jacket. You know, just go to the post office in this. He's so nasty, I love him. So there you have it, goblins. Another whimsical project in the bag. Here's to hoping that Papa Toro will see it and approve. So usually I would go over the pros and cons of a project, but I feel like you guys have a pretty clear picture of how I felt throughout this project. I don't think we even need a flashback for this. I think the necklace looks really good from far away and on camera. Although for some reason I couldn't get the necklace to sparkle on camera the way it glistened in person. So I don't know about that. I don't even think it's really doing it now. Oh, now it is. That's good. Damn it. And before I go, I wanted to thank everybody who has purchased my latest art reference pack. I'm so freaking excited about that. I haven't been able to advertise it very much because Instagram is just the worst ever, and I think I'm cursed on all social medias. I think I kind of screwed myself with doing too many things at once, and if you're on my other websites, you'll understand what I mean by I'm doing too many things all at once. Hopefully in the coming year I can fix that, but for now, thank you to everybody who bought. I need to figure out where to put over here, the third Ultimate Art Reference Pack. Thank you for buying it. It means so much to me. There are over 1,600 photos in this pack and 3 mystery sets that I have yet to create, but they're going to be exclusive to that pack, so they're not going to be on Patreon. I also want to thank my patrons. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. You're here for me through thick and thin, through the hiatuses, through the times in which I just can't work on a project even though I want to more than anything because I have my day job and all the other jobs and things that I'm doing. So thank you so much for standing by me. It means a lot to me. I don't know why you do it. You're kind of crazy, but I like that. I am eternally grateful for you guys. That's all I gotta say. So thank you all for watching. If you watched till the very end, you are a rare gem. My statistics prove that you're a rare gem, a beautiful gem. So until next time, remember, goblins, to always, always, always make the thing and stay inspired. I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!
Ouch! That hurt, dude.
It's the dementia. I spilled paint and the bunny is in the paint. Come here. You have paint on you? You don't? Good. You're the best boy. You're the best boy. I love you.
I'll drink my own acetone.
I know you would. I can't even pretend to think that you're thinking like I'm poisoning you with what you breathe in every single day.
I know, like I don't.
Nails. When you're done with nails, they're like, you're like, hold on, don't put it in the cookie yet. Give it to me. I just smell the resin off their nails.
No, I ate them. Like they're in my body. I guarantee you. You can't fuck me up either.
It's definitely from the side.
I think I could see the glitter coming out of my mouth. The glitter spray.
Don't you worry. I'm on it.
Just like
Or say yes to the dress. No, I can't do the strapless dresses.
I can't.
My mother would hate it.
My mother would hate this dress. I can't wear the dress because Victor helped me pick it out. I thought he was gonna be my BFF. Turns out he just wanted to get in my pants. But Adam, girl, I liked him bald. I liked myself a baldy man.